Hello, and thanks for visiting today. Today's actually a snow day here in New York, so you may hear some background noise because the kitties are home. But I wanted to do a quick little tutorial from my friend Sheila, and for those that maybe have come across these pencils. These are water-soluble pencils by Derwent. And they will say water-soluble ink pencils, and they behave a lot like the Caran d'Ache crayons that you've seen me use, in which that if you take a paintbrush and add some water, they behave a lot like a watercolor. Okay, and they produce these beautiful bright colors. So we'll be playing with these today, as well as I always will incorporate my Caran d'Ache crayons as well. Okay, so I started out by drawing a oval. I'm going to be drawing a little girl, so you start out by drawing an oval. Okay, then you're going to take your oval and you're going to divide it in half. Then you're going to divide it in half this way. Then from this point, middle point, to where the chin would be, you're going to divide it in half again. Between the bottom, this is where the bottom of the nose will be, and your chin in half. And between these 2 points, in half. I start with my eyes. Now I like to draw whimsical characters, so my whimsical characters, my eyes will start on the side of the face. Realistically, the eyes are not found so spread apart, but because this is a whimsical character, that's the way that I do it. If you were doing a realistic character, you would move it in here closer to where the nose is going to be, and you would leave an eye width space between the two eyes. So it would probably be, so the other eye would start here, other eye would start here. Okay, so but since I'm doing a whimsical character, my eyes are spread further apart. Alright, when drawing your lines, draw them nice and light so that when you erase your guides that you're using for proportion, you can't see them, they're not left behind. Okay, so I have my eyes, then my nose. I draw a little circle. And then I do a little nostril. Come up. And the lips. If you think of the face in terms of shapes, sometimes it makes it a little easier. Okay, so these are my lips. And then I'll play with the shape of the face once I have my eyes where I want them. And once I have my lips, I'm finding that it may not be too centered there, my nose and my lips. And again, it's got to be pleasing to your eye. So now this is a good time in which you can play with your oval and make it so that it looks good to you. Okay, and once you have the oval that you like, you define it. She kind of looks like an alien. Oh, but just wait. She shall be pretty soon. Pretty soon. Okay, then the inside of the eye. When you're drawing the inside of the eye, the iris, you don't want to draw a full circle within the eye because you don't want her to have a startled look. So you want to kind of capture the top part of the eye and have it kind of tucked away under what would be the top of the lid. Okay. And you're going to do the pupil. Same thing. Okay. And I normally will leave a little white spot, but this eye is so small that I will just dab it in with a little bit of white gesso or white acrylic paint that I have here. I would probably just take the same point of my pencil, dip it in, and then put a little highlight on each pupil, but that won't come till later on. So I'm going to go ahead and color in the pupil right away. I'm just darkening everything and really defining the eye. Okay, then we're going to do a lid. Eyebrows. Okay, and because it's a winter day, it's a snow day, oh, let's put some little cheekies in here. I always do that to my whimsical characters. Do not do that to my realistic portraits that I do, but I like to do them. They look, just gives it a nice, youthful, playful look. I don't know, I like it. Innocent. Alright, so I'm going to do a hat. Okay, so have it come down, and it doesn't sit at the crown of her head. It's going to come down a little bit on her forehead, right? So then, alright, erase the top of her head. We don't need that guide anymore. It's hidden behind the snow hat. Okay, I'm going to draw two cute little pom-poms. And to give the illusion that the pom-poms are fuzzy, I just kind of make these little scribbles. Okay, on her hat. And she's going to have turtleneck. She's going to be wearing a sweater. And it's going to be ribbed. Okay. And she'll be wearing, I don't know, maybe a jacket. They'll probably do a little collar. Okay, let's erase the turtleneck because we don't see the turtleneck through the jacket. And I'm working within a different journal. There's no rings in this journal, as you can see. Okay. Let's give her some shoulders. Let's give her a vest. I guess this is where the sleeve would be, because this would be the shoulders, right? Give it a little bit of a design. Give her a little pocket. Okay. Then carry that same ribbed effect down to the jacket. That's what I'm doing. And I realize that this is kind of, for those of you that maybe don't draw, I mean, it's kind of hard to follow along. I'm basically just putting down something so that I can show you how these great pencils work. So, but in the meantime, I want to do a drawing because I'm putting it within my journal. So, let's give her a little cute little skirt. Okay, and this is where her legs would be. Kind of runs off the edge. I'll color. Alright, so I'm going to start with the Caran d'Ache crayons because in the set of 24 I do not have a color that I like to use for skin. So I'm going to go ahead and start with my salmon. And just putting down some quick color. I keep it fairly wet because I like to be able to blend my colors on the face. Okay. I also will use orangish yellow. I feel like it gives it a nice little sun-kissed feel to it and adds warmth. Okay. Then I will use white gesso to do the highlights. Wherever it sticks out on the face, there will be a highlight. And if you find that you've done too much white, like I just did, you just add more color. You grab your crayon, dip your brush in water, run your brush over the crayon, and add some color. Okay. I'm mixing it into the gesso. And the more layers you add, the more intense the color. Which, if you guys have ever seen my work, I really love bright colors. I like my colors intense and rich and vibrant. I like it when they pop, and it feels like it's just jumping off the page. Okay. Now we can start playing with the pencils. Okay. So probably the first color I'm going to grab is going to be mustard. And I'm going to start coloring her hat. I guess I'll continue with the mustard. And you'll see me grabbing some of my Caran d'Ache crayons because the set is only a 24-piece set. They don't have all the colors really that I like to use. So I'll mix my crayons in with it and you can see how that kind of works. Okay, so this is going to be a multicolored hat. Put some, I like this color, chili red. This is pretty. And then may even put a little bit of sherbet lemon. Play with your colors. You don't have to lock in and just do one color. And then it's nice when you add the water and you see all these colors kind of doing something. It's really pretty. Okay. grab a little bit of water and see what this does. Okay, I have my brush, have some water. And start out slowly if you're just starting to play with it until you get familiar with the pencils and how they behave. How they react. Okay, and basically what it starts to do is it starts to just soften up the pencil lines. And if you want to keep some of those colors in there, rinse your brush, because if you keep going over it with the same brush without rinsing it, what will happen is that all the colors will start to blend in together. I need to use these more often. Those of you that just got your pencils, oh, you're going to have fun, and I'm so happy about that. Okay, so let me bring that in so you can see it closer. Hopefully my camera will behave itself. Will focus in and won't allow you to see what I did. Okay, kind of looks like a patchwork. Alright, so next maybe what we might want to do is color those pretty eyes. And I'm going to use Iris Blue. And if you get it on the... I'm coloring the iris with Iris Blue. If you got it in the pupil, that's okay, because you can go back with black and take care of that. And then when you're done with the eye, then you do it with the white, with the gesso, with the acrylic, and add your highlight. Super important, guys. Make sure you add your highlights to your eyes. Okay,